Hey, Jen Marie here. All right, let's talk a little bit about healthy boundaries in relationships. I know boundaries are kind of like a woo-woo word, it's really popular nowadays to talk about boundaries. So what are they exactly? Well, boundaries is a way for us to know literally our boundaries, who we are, what we want, what we need, what our space is, what we're willing to accept, and what we're willing to push back against and say, hey, no, that doesn't work for me. So that's what boundaries are. So, how do you utilize them in a relationship? So, one of the first things that you want to do is tune in to know what you want or need. It's amazing to actually explore and see, like, maybe I don't even know my boundaries. So, what are yours? What do you want? What do you need in a relationship? What will work for you and what won't? These are things that once we know them, we can start to see if those are in effect and those are honored in a relationship or if they're not. So once we know what they are, spend some time thinking about how you want to communicate them. When we communicate our boundaries, we want to do it clearly. So with clarity, our words that we choose matters. Directly. I know sometimes the words we use can leave people guessing at what we mean, but being able to speak directly to it is important. And then also not aggressively either. Now, this isn't usually intentional. You're not trying to intentionally be aggressive. But oftentimes, what we do is if we don't want to speak and we want to contain and we want to hold on, sometimes we experience boundary violations. And to at a certain point, we can't take it anymore, and then we blow. And when we blow, then we're yelling at that other person or coming across with a bit more of a punch than we'd like to. So that's why it's important early on to communicate your boundaries clearly when you've either just experienced a boundary violation or even prior to it. This helps provide understanding between you and that other person, and it helps you also to engage in a conversation about what the other person's boundaries are. This can help create mutual respect and clarity about what you're experiencing together, and ultimately you can grow together through that experience. Then, of course, also reevaluate your boundaries. Relationships adjust. They move, they change, they grow, they come apart. So sometimes things that we needed to do earlier in a relationship, we might need to do it differently in the middle stages of one. So just some food for thought for you, and I hope it's helpful around boundaries and your work with them. If you feel like you need some support, I completely get it. I think we all do from time to time. So please reach out. You can email me at info@jenmarie-counseling.com, or you can visit my website at jenmarie-counseling.com and fill out the form, and then we'll get connected. All right, you have a good day.